Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Lotridge Brake Pedal Arca series. As we are getting qualifying underway, but this is playoff race number 1 here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and we got 16 drivers in the race going for 8 spots over the next 3 races. So we're really excited to get the playoffs started. Always seems to ramp up. The racing gets real good. It gets dramatic. Lots of exciting finishes. Looking forward to it tonight. And a heck of a way to start it off at Bristol Motor Speedway. Looks like we're going to have probably about 28 drivers or so going to take on Bristol. Always a lot of fun. We're going to try to talk to some playoff drivers tonight, see what they're feeling like. We'll try to get everybody in the booth at some point tonight in this race if we can, and see what they're thinking as they head off in these playoffs. A lot of competitive drivers in this playoff. Let's try to get this pulled up just real quick. And all right. Got about 3 minutes left in qualifying. Gonna see where everybody ends up. As I'll try to get this up on screen, that way we can look at it. Probably should have done this already, but hey, it is what it is. Here you are. Here is your playoff standings as we head off into the playoffs. Jonathan Cofield, Garrett Kinder, Josh Oswald, William Griffith, Adam Lang, Eric Burkhalter, Jesse Necula, Charles Stevens, Steve McDonald, Chuck Feltz, Mickey Isaac, Brandon Wallace, Charlie Gates Jr., Brandon Pollock, Stephen Gibson, and Tyler Rice. So, big stacked playoff field. We're going to get ready to see if any one of these drivers can take home the win tonight and lock themselves into the playoffs, into the round of 12. So, going to go from the round of 16 to the 12, 8 and 4 in the championship race. But as we're waiting on qualifying to finish up, let's talk to some guys. Like I said, we got quite a few in here. Let's see if we can get somebody that's already completed their qualifying lap. It's like we'll start with the right now the pole sitter who is sitting in on pole. Let's talk to him, and that would be Adam Lang if we can find him. Adam, this is Eddie, the booth. You got me?
Oh, that was unexpected. Yeah, hi.
Hey, man. Well, just wanted to talk to some playoff drivers tonight. First race of the playoffs, and what a place to do it in at Bristol. Tell me how you're feeling going into the playoffs. You got the pole right now at Bristol. That's a good way to start it up. How you feeling as we go into the round of 16?
Um, well, Bristol is kind of a wild card, really, because there's you never know what's going to happen. There could be a crash and take out half the field, and just starting up front is, I think, really important here, and keeping it out of the wall. I tend to do that a lot, so hopefully, if I don't do that, I can get a good finish.
Well, all right. Well, how you feeling about the tracks that are coming up in this playoff? Do you feel pretty good about them? Do you feel like you maybe need to get the win here? Do you feel good, that you can, if you don't get it here, you can get it at Iowa, as we go into the round of 12?
I feel more confident about Iowa than Bristol, so Iowa is just one of the best tracks on iRacing in general, and I'm glad it's in the playoffs. It's a fun place to run.
All right. Well, that's a lot of confidence from Adam. So good luck tonight, man. We'll be watching you.
Thank you.
There you have it, Adam Lang on the pole right now. Going to wait the last 4 seconds, see if he is able to hold that spot before we declare him the Chuck Pegleg Pole Award winner, but it looks like he is going to win that award. So congratulations to Adam Lang as we go ahead and bring up the grid. You see Adam Lang on the pole, Jonathan Cofield starting second, Josh Lukovitz third, Brandon Pollock starting fourth, Charles Stevens Jr. starting fifth, Garrett Kinder starting 6th. Eric Burkhalter starting 7th. 8th, Daniel Cunningham. 9th, Jesse Necula. 10th, Josh Smith. 11th, Brandon Wallace. 12th, Tyler Rice. 13th, Josh Oswald. 14th, Phil Hitman Monzo. 15th, Stephen Gibson. 16th, Jason Lotridge. 17th, Mickey Isaac. 18th, Charlie Gates Jr. 19th, Chuck Pegleg Phelps. 20th, Dave Jones. 21st, Aaron Adcock. 22nd, Jake Cunningham. 23rd, the bulldozer himself, William Griffith. Steve McDonald starting 24th. Starting 25th, Greg Barnett. And rounding out the field is Gene Watkinson. So congratulations, Adam Lang, on the pole award win as we get these cars ready to roll. Well, gonna be an exciting race. Kevin Kinder already in chat, so glad to have you. And as we block some weird chats here, but yeah, 150 laps. I don't know exactly how many sets of tires that we have, but probably 2 or 3. But I would imagine cautions are going to be aplenty tonight. I hope not. I hope we go green flag to flag, but we'll find that out as the grid's getting rolling right now. It should be a lot of fun. Bristol's just a blast. Everybody always talking about Bristol dirt, but dadgummit, I sure do like just regular old Bristol. So in this race, obviously the high line going to be important, but I'll be interested to see if these cars can make the bottom line work, especially on new tires. So watch out for that as guys try to make moves early on, but I think as the tires start to wear out, that top side will just be a little bit better just because you get such a huge run off the corner. So we expect to see some bottom line passes early on, and then everybody sort of migrate up to the top. You might see guys really being aggressive trying to get up there to the top as well, so might see some accidents happen because of that. But Kevin Kinder already calling 8 cautions. Well, all right, Adam Lane gonna lead us down. See the lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to go green. Pace car pulls off. Arca Series playoffs starts right now. We're green. Adam Lang able to clear Jonathan Cofield going into turn 3 and 4. So important to be able to get that top spot. And you see Brandon Pollock getting into the wall a little bit. Brandon Pollock into the wall hard. What happened there? But now we've already got guys around. Caution number 1 already as we've got quite a few drivers. I don't have an incident. Who was that? I know one of them was Brandon Pollock. We'll go back a couple laps, see what happened to him. Goes down the corner, just kind of gets stuck to the wall, and it looks like he's four-wheel sliding and just overcorrects right into the corner. And then behind him, somebody, see if we can find out who that was, wrecking the 53 of Stephen Gibson goes around. Going down to the inside, just gets loose and trying to save it, and Mickey Isaac comes in and completes the pass. And, oh, man, Chuck Pegleg Phelps just horrible luck, gets a little bit loose, trying to miss the wreck and was trying to dodge it to the bottom and gets into the right front. So those guys are going to have to get their fast repairs almost immediately. Although it looks like Chuck's able to get his now. So likely no takers. So already one on the caution counter on lap 2. We don't have it this week, but as we get down to the round of 8, or maybe next week, we'll have a little indicator up there in the ticker that lets you know who's in the playoffs and who's not. But tonight we'll just periodically try to reference the playoff drivers, where they stand, where they're at, and we'll try to do the best we can to keep tabs on everybody. Of course, already Charlie Gates sitting on pit road, coming out now. And Chuck Pegleg Felt's involved in that. So 2 playoff drivers already involved in some incidents. Steven Gibson is a playoff driver. Who else was that? Oh, Brandon Pollock as well. All playoff drivers having issues so far. So Adam Lang talking about it, how it's the best place to be is up front. And I think he's absolutely right. But ready to see some racing, man. I'm just I'm ready to see some hard door-to-door racing, man. These guys get with it, get after it. Lights are off on the pace car, so getting ready to go green. Adam able to clear Cofield on that initial start. He will have control of the restart here, so he should be able to get a good enough jump. We'll watch this tire spin. Be something to pay attention to tonight, as this concrete doesn't like you to stomp the gas, so we'll see if everybody's able to make it out without much issue. Got a nice little 3-car battle here between Adam Lang and Jonathan Cofield. You know, these two right here, I think there's a lot of fast drivers in this field, but these two have been constant all season long. I would expect to see this 2-car battle that we see up front continue all through the playoffs, as they have been extremely strong. Daniel Cunningham a little bit loose. Jake Cunningham as well. Oh, got a big old wreck here. It's like the 6 of Tyler Rice, Chuck Pegleg Phelps driving into the wall there. And Gene just go ahead and finishing off Davey there. They are still wrecking. My goodness, let's go back and see what happened. May have started with Jake Cunningham. No, Griff gets into the wall. Oh, and Steven Gibson gets into the back of him. So that's where that started, but that lap had a lot going on. So Eric Burkhalter here, down to the bottom of the 99. 99 gets in the wall and just comes across and hits the 4, and then it's just a melee after that. And David Jones nowhere to go. They keep just kind of sliding in. And see what happened here. Maybe Davy's car just kind of blended in with the track. Anyway, there's caution number 2, Kevin Kinder. You'll see Tyler Rice coming down pit road. So rough start, going to be a long night probably. Tyler having some issue getting into his pit box there. Well, lights are still on the pace car. Let's see if we can sneak in here and get something from Jonathan Cofield, who is sitting atop the standings. Well, he is not in Discord, so I can't talk to him. Yeah, if the over/under's 8, I think you take the over for sure. Yeah, I don't see Jonathan Cofield in Discord, so won't be able to talk to him. And they are probably coming to the one to go here, so we won't pull anybody in here just yet. It would be nice to hear some of the car sounds. All right, pace car is off. Green flag again. Lap 16 already on our second caution. And it's already been a madhouse. Lots of playoff drivers in trouble. You know, in the round of 16, you really gotta stick with it. You know, if it's in the round of 4, round of 8, yellow flag's out again. Let Charlie Gates Jr., Stephen Gibson go around. Goes down in the corner and just losing it. Definitely tell that cold tires is being sort of an issue there, as he just was spinning down into the corner, loses that car and gets clipped from behind. So your third caution of the night. There's your running order, top 20 at least. Well, let's talk to Josh Lokovitz. Josh is heading to the booth. You got me?
Mr. Smith, how we doing?
Man, we're doing good, man. You're running third. You're in the playoffs, in the top 16. What's your plan tonight and getting into the next round? It's already so far so good, running third. What's your plan tonight as you try to navigate this tricky Bristol Motor Speedway?
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not in the playoffs, unfortunately. I wish I was. But, yeah, we're just going to stick it up front here as long as we can and kind of see how it goes. I don't know. For me, this is more of a luck than a skill track. So.
Well, hell yeah. Well, my bad. For some reason, I thought you was in there, so I didn't mean to do that to you. But still running third tonight. So good luck. Hope you maybe can get this win.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll give her all we got. That's for damn sure.
All right, man. My goodness, my mistake. It's late here, y'all. All right, well, should Should be getting the one to go here. Hopefully go back green. Get a couple green laps in the book. A lot of times you see a lot of the Bristol races going green. Maybe getting a little bit of the kinks out of it. Hopefully we can get a nice long green flag run. We got a lot of laps to get through tonight. Adam Lang still your leader. Jonathan Cofield still second. Josh Locomit's third. Charles Stevens fourth, and Josh Smith is fifth. Pace car is off again. We'll have our next restart. Adam Lang with a great start. Oh, Jason Lotridge goes around. Everybody able to avoid him though. He gets back rolling. We stay green, so good save by Jason Lotridge. Check up here with this battle with some heavy hitters. Daniel Cunningham, Aaron Adcock, and Garrett Kinder. And Phil Hitman Monzo. That is 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Watch here is Josh Oswald moving himself up the field. Started, let's see, 13th up to 6th. He's scooting on by. Able to get by Jesse Necula on the bottom, which is pretty impressive. Aaron Adcock running the fastest laps on the track. He is really scooting. You see just so much higher than everybody else. It's a dangerous game. Oh, as soon as I say something, he gets a little bit loose as they are coming up on the lap traffic. Good Lord, of Jake Cunningham. But to be fast, I mean, the higher you can get that car, the better. And so he is getting right up to that wall, and that's so important to get that straightaway speed. And right up until he got a little bit loose, he was really clicking them off. He's able to get it wound back up now. He's at 13 all over his back bumper, but here he is looking to maybe get to the back bumper of the 84. Jesse Necula. Going back up front. Top two starting to pull away from the pack a little bit as they put Charlie Gates Jr. another lap down. Got maybe a pass to the lead as Cofield's going to try to take it on the bottom. Able to get a pretty good run through the middle there, but you see the top side, just how dominant it is, how important it is to keep that run up. But these lap cars could pose an issue here as they are running side by side. The lap cars could sort of be a pick. It could be a bad deal here for Adam Lang if they stay side by side. So actually Cofield has to, oh my goodness. Dave Jones comes up the track in front of the leaders. Jake Cunningham getting past again. Good grief. Oh, wow, yeah, it's one thing about Bristol is it's so fast. It's really hard. You got so much speed. You know, you got to keep the speed up. You got to keep the momentum. So lap cars, you're trying to judge so fast. There's just so much going on all at once that it can really be a bottleneck. Be a little bit tough, and the track being only a half-mile track, you catch the tail end of the field, especially in a 30-car field like this. Really quickly, as Greg Barnett goes around, spins down to the inside. Leader's able to miss it, but boy, that stacked everybody up. Everybody doing a great job of getting around that. But everybody able to get past that with little to no issue. And we've got some big battles here as guys are trying to position themselves And a couple drivers get side by side, man, it really brings everybody close. Now you see Garrett Kinder going to look to the inside of the 23 of Aaron Adcock as they try to go around the outside of Tyler Rice, who is a lap down. Go on the nose cam of Aaron Adcock. Well, we have a fantastic little green flag run here as we are almost a third of the way through this race, this battle right here, as Josh Lukovitz has dropped back a little bit as Aaron Adcock is continuing his push towards the front as he is now up 14 positions from where he started. He's able to get up in front of that 79 machine and is headed the right way. Charles Stevens having a great run as well, up 2 spots, finds himself in 3rd place, trying to figure out a way to run down these top 2 as they are still nose to tail up there. Josh Oswald behind him in 4th place, started in 13th. Been able to make his way forward as well, so a lot of guys moving forward, some guys going backwards. Brandon Pollock just having a tough night already. You saw him get to the wall in that first incident. He finds himself back in the 14th place, started up in the top 5. Steve McDonald in the 68 car, he is up 9 spots, so he is making some moves. Three of Aaron up into 6th place. Man, he is picking them up and putting them down. Jesse Necula, he was all over the back bumper of the 84 machine. I guess he saw the 23 and said, you know what, I need to go. So the 84 has been picking it up too. Man, they are moving as they are starting to run these leaders down, and now the leaders side by side. That will definitely bring everybody in if Cofield cannot complete this pass. Adam Lang not willing to give it up. Going to continue to fight on that outside. So Cofield really making that bottom work, though. I'm surprised to see it working so early or so late in the run. And Adam Lang going to get into the wall. That's going to give the 153 the position. So Jonathan Cofield up into the lead. See how close these guys are getting. This little pack here is going to run down the top 3. Charles Stevens has been able to make up some ground as well. But Aaron Adcock, man, he is a man on the mission. You have to wonder, just with how easy Cofield made it look on the bottom, I wonder if Adam didn't either get into the wall, get a little bit of damage, or is he nursing a really, really worn out right front already. The thing about Bristol is you can about go the whole way without needing to pit. So if you're in tire trouble early, it can be a bad thing. But Man, this is a great battle right here as we watch these guys fight it out. It's going to get tight here. Somebody's going to have to go. Oh, Charles Stevens going to get in the wall. That opens the door for the 23 as he takes advantage of that. And he's going to get, almost gets closed. The door gets closed right in front of him, but he almost able to get beside the 84. I don't think he wants to be beside him. I think you got to get down with the 84 because the 8, you can definitely see he's struggling a little bit. And that's exactly what he's going to do. That's Jesse Nekula. Move him up into second place. And Aaron Adcock going to follow. Not going to quite be able to clear Adam Lang. But it looks like Adam, his right front is toast. So he is starting to fall back a little bit. But Jonathan Cofield, man, 2 weeks in a row, starting to spank him a little bit as we get down into playoff time. Just completely crushed last week at Milwaukee. Oh, my goodness. Almost got a little tail slap there as 53 of Stephen Gibson. Both these guys playoff drivers. As you look at this mess that Jonathan Cofield about to run into. He don't look scared about it at all. He looks like he's pretty calm. We'll go on board with him, see what he's got to deal with. You just see it's so nerve-wracking because there's nowhere for you to go. You got to try to pick a lane, know maybe which one might go, and which, these guys trying to stay on the lead lap, so they drive a little bit harder and they get in the wall. It's a tough deal right here. If you're Jonathan Cofield trying to pull away, this ain't what you want to see. But that's part of it. That's what makes Bristol Bristol. So far, able to make it through pretty clean. Pulling Jesse Nekula in, and Aaron Adcock able to sniff this little pack as well. Milwaukee. Aaron Adcock able to get past Jesse Nekula as they're bottled up behind this group. Really nowhere to go as, whose patience is going to run out. Cofield almost cleared this little crew here. So he is going to set sail. That's going to make the 23 and the 84 a little bit more aggressive, I think, as they try to keep in touch with that 153. But you see just how difficult it can be to navigate lap traffic like this, as they're sitting there racing for position as well. So it's Stephen Gibson, the 53 and a 4, that's 4th position. It's going to be 3 wide here. As Burkhalter going to try to go low. He's able to save it though, man. What a save! And then he gets into the 4, and oh my goodness, and it's a mess. As Adam Lang actually involved in that. Good Lord. As we are under yellow on lap 70. Not really sure what happened there. Let's see if we can maybe go on board with Daniel Cunningham. Maybe see what happened. You're on board with Daniel Cunningham in the 54 car. There's a little bit of damage here, and you see the contact, and then Eric Burkhalter trying to get out of the way. The 54 just nowhere to go. And then everybody just piles in after that. So a lot of playoff drivers involved in that one. It's Adam Lang gonna have to limp back to pit road, get that fast repair, get back on track. Well, everybody coming in to make a pit stop. If we go green the rest of the way, that will be the last pit stop. If we get another caution or two, you might see some guys come down. But track position is so important here at Bristol. It's just so hard to pass, at any point in time in the race unless you're just that much faster. So you're gonna see a lot of guys stay out. The tire wear is not a huge deal. It's enough, but if you got 20 laps to go and you got to pass 15 cars, you're gonna find it be very difficult to make that happen. But Not sure what happened to Jonathan Cofield, but oh man, no way. Woo! Well, that's not what you want to have happen there. If y'all are wondering what's going on, looks like Jonathan Cofield with a speeding penalty. Either that or he entered the wrong pit, which shouldn't give you a penalty, but it looks like he is going backwards. We'll keep an eye on it just to see. But your leader is now sitting in 7th. Let's see if anybody's going to pass him or what's going on. Yep, you see Brandon Pollock getting to go around him. So going to go to the end of the longest line. Boy, that's a tough deal. Definitely was super strong. And here in the playoffs, when everything is so competitive, man, one mistake like that's a tough deal. So he's going to have to fight his way all the way through the field to get back up there. He's definitely fast enough. Got plenty of laps right at halfway. But that's going to be a tough deal. It's a lot easier to avoid all that stuff out front. But that gives you lead over to, well, it actually looks like he's not going to be too far back. He's only going to be at 9th, at least, unless they can't get it sorted out or something. But looks like he's going to settle in 9th. So not too bad. But that gives the lead to Jesse Necula, as he's going to lead us down. Green flag on lap 75, halfway, so we just did it. Let's do it again. Adam Lang actually comes out pretty dang good on that deal, and man, gets a great run through those 2 turns. As he was trying to grab that lead back, not sure he's going to be able to make that move happen. As Necula, he tries to keep, oh my goodness, tries to slide up in front of the 23. Aaron Adcock's like, no sir. And so move Jesse Necula, Aaron Adcock up to the top 2 spots. And Adam Lang going around. Oh, and it's just going bad to worse from Adam Lang. Oh no. My goodness. Caution has been out forever. And Adam's just holding the brakes, sitting on the track, and everybody just continuing to run into him. Who was that? That was a 14 to Jake Cunningham, who caution is out. Steven Gibson sliding right here, and Jake just plowing into the back of him. David Jones too. So not really sure what was going on there, but man. And that'll be the day for Adam Lang, as he has already used his fast repair on that last caution. And man, that's a big disappointment for that 8 car who started on the pole and used up his tires early on and then got up in that accident. And then that one right there, that's going to do him in. So I hate to see that. He was having such a good run, battling for the lead, just got loose. And then, you know, here, unfortunately at Bristol, sometimes guys really can't see what's going on. Those turns are pretty tight, so. Well, Jenny in chat says, hey, Eddie. Jenny here from Canada, again cheering on Steve McDonald. I'm here for all the races. I'm getting hooked. Well, we'd love to hear that. Hope you enjoy it. These late races can be a little bit tough. So try to keep the energy up. And now that I know you're in chat, we'll give you an update on Steve McDonald. We saw him get loose there. He is currently in 15th position. Oh, should probably get back to live. Currently running 15th. Having a good run, though. 15th ain't bad at all. He is, I believe he is in the playoffs. Yep, in the playoffs. So running 15th is a good place to be if you're trying to move on to the next round. As you've already got some guys who are having trouble. You know, at this point, you just need to survive the best you can, make it to the next round. But doing a good job. He is a lap down. but that's going to happen here at Bristol. Going to see quite a few people a lap down. But still under caution. Got a couple more laps to go before we go back green. Yeah, guys in chat make some jokes about the the Arca brakes. Of course, when that happens, we know none of that's intentional. Just some guys got a lot of new folks, new to this type of racing. It's hard to see everything. There's a lot going on sometimes, especially during cautions. Better to back it on down, just chill out, slow down whenever caution is out. Maybe old Brandon Walls will help them learn what to do. All right, Jesse Necula with the lead is going to get a nice jump on Aaron Adcock. Aaron got caught sleeping there just a little bit, but going to have that high side. Should be able to tuck right in behind that 84. And Aaron, like I said, started in 21st position. Not a very good qualifying effort, but man, let me tell you, he is scooting. As we're on lap 84 of 150, so we stay green. These laps are going to click off pretty quick. We saw Adam Lang kind of run those tires off the car, that right front, as caution now's out again. And broadcast curse got old Stephen McDonald. Car looks good though. Let's see what happened. It looks like maybe just a solo car crash. Looking to the inside of Phil Hitman Monzo. Oh yeah, just gets loose, and he does get into Phil. We'll back that up and kind of watch it in slow motion. We'll go inside his cockpit. As let's just say, oh yeah, he is bad loose and overcorrects it and just gets into the side of the 44. So broadcaster Curse gets Stephen McDonald. Sorry about that, Stephen. But looks like your car is still in pretty good shape. As long as you got most of your fenders on there, 4 tires, that's really all you need. You know, you can lose a couple fingers, maybe a couple toes, and you'll still be all right. As long as you got 4 tires. Aero, these cars are, that's why you have a spoiler on the back, you got a splitter on the front. These things are built to be, to run fast and punch a big hole in the air, or a small hole, actually. Give them more speed and downforce in the corners, but here at Bristol, not that important. They're really not getting up to enough speed for it to matter. So you can really rub fenders, bump them, mush them in a little bit, as long as you don't lose your steering. Be fine. Valence, my bad. Damn thing that's under the bumper, the front bumper. That's what you got to keep on the car. You don't have to keep it on the car. Excuse me. We see we got a couple drivers that are testing that theory. Dave Jones, we've seen him hit everything but the pace car at this point. In that White Castle number 10, which does sound delicious right now. You see, he's missing most of that car. But Jonathan Cofield here in the 153. We saw him get that speed and penalty, but he is in 7th place, so definitely not out of it by any means. As long as he doesn't have any, mistakes like speed and penalties and stuff will just start to be less and less important as more cars go a lap down, as you just won't have that far to go backwards. But getting ready to go green. I don't know what restart this is, 5th or 6th. But Jesse Necklace still in the lead. Aaron Adcock going to try to be on top of this restart this time with a little bit better one. Jesse gets control of the restart so he can go whenever he wants to. Man, Garrett Kinder making that bottom side work. Not wasting any time on those new tires. Oh, got to watch out as he four-wheel slides, and now he's going to hold up that top line. Charles Stevens giving him the what fur over voice chat for sure. As got this nice little battle here. Josh Oswald trying to complete the pass for 3rd. Let's watch this battle up front as Aaron Adcock trying to hunt down the 84. It's always an interesting decision on what you do here as the 23. The top line is just so dominant that it's hard to make that pass, especially with somebody who's as fast as Jesse Necula. So you have to make the decision that you're just going to ride, or are you going to attempt to make the pass? Because when you go down low and you fight Jesse, all you're going to do is bring the 13, the 88, the 17 into the battle, and you're going to have more cars fighting for the lead. So if you feel like you two are really fast, you can kind of ride, and it looks like that's what Aaron Adcock's doing a little bit. And, uh-oh. Oh, no. As, surely not. Let's check and see. He hasn't been dropped from the race just yet, but, hey, this is the danger of internet racing, is Aaron Adcock disappears from the track, which usually is a sign of a connection drop. So, man, very, very disappointing if that stands. At this point, it does seem like that has happened. Don't see him dropped out just yet, but he has been gone for far too long. So another disappointing, playoff drivers falling left and right. See just how competitive this Arca series is. You really can't miss a beat if you're going to win this championship. Probably the most competitive championship, I think, in the original Rebels Racing League. As day in, week in, week out, there's just somebody that there's so many people that can win. I mean, Jesse Necula, Garrett Kinder, Charles Stevens Jr., Josh Oswald, Josh Smith, Jonathan Cofield. Let's see. Did you go all down? These are all guys who have won. Aaron Adcock. I mean, Adam Lang. All race winners. Chuck Feltz right there is having a rough night. Jesse Necula looking really smooth and strong in that 84. 13 kind of like he may be riding just a little bit, but 84 looking really, really good right now. Real smooth, not really making any mistakes. As he's going to have to do it for about 45 laps. Hold off this 13 car. Check on Jonathan Cofield as he is battling out with Josh Smith, who both these drivers are extremely fast drivers. Josh Smith, not exactly, maybe not the results that he has wanted. Been involved in some maybe late race accidents. Looks like Cofield going to be able to get around him. But just had so many different winners this season. Is William Griffith, a race winner. Andy Kurtz, a race winner. Kyle Martinson. These are some guys we don't see here tonight. Josh Oswald has won a race, won at Phoenix. Garrett Kinder, Josh Smith wins at Charlotte. Ryan Pendleton, Jason Lotridge, Chris McLean, Andy Kurtz, and Jonathan Cofield. So as far as the playoff drivers, we haven't had a repeat winner. Andy Kurtz, the only repeat winner in this series so far. And he is only a part-time driver in this series, as Cofield able to do a slide job there on Josh Smith and clear him for 5th. So Cofield on his march back up to the front. Probably not as fast as maybe I was expecting him to, but you see how quickly once he gets past the 47, how he gets up to the 17. And it's about 2 seconds to Jesse Necula here. Jesse starting to check out a little bit. Nice little gap over the 13. And Charles Stevens not letting either one of them get away. And Jonathan Cofield might be able to clear Oswald here, and he does. So Cofield up to 4th place. Out of the playoffs drivers, Cofield looking to be the only repeat winner. Got a fun little battle here between the two Brandons and Jason. Brandon Pollock. Oh, and Brandon Wallace is going to get in the wall. Going to get stuck, but everybody able to get around him. Going to lose quite a few spots there, but able to keep it straight. Tyler Rice here is Adam Lang back on track after about 12 minutes of repairs. Able to get that thing, get those fenders knocked out. Josh Oswald under fire from Josh Lokovitz. Let's go check this battle out. Woo, second place is heating up. Jesse Nicola's like, man, I got to go. As Garrett Kinder might have wore that right front out just a little bit, because now that opens the door for Jonathan Cofield down on the bottom. Has been able to make that move work so far, but as you get up to the front, the cars get faster and faster. It's hard to make that move work. You see him clip the apron just a little bit, trying to get as much as he can. But time is running out. Only 30 laps to go, and here at Bristol, only about a 15-second lap. Man, that will click off really fast. But these guys are really battling. Cofield able to complete the pass here on Charles Stevens. He's going to have to do this quick, because he is going to get pinned in here by that lap car of Phil Monzo. If he's not careful, if I know Cofield, he might just take it 3 wide. He does check up just a little bit, kind of gets squeezed there by the 44, so that's going to cost him quite a few spots. Aaron Adcock is back. You see the 23. He is multiple laps down as he gets disconnected. Extremely disappointed. Hate to see that for him, as, man, he was having such a good run. Boy, these boys are racing up here. Josh Smith falling back here is, and there's a gaggle of cars here. See Josh Smith, I don't know if he's hit the wall a couple times, but he just keeps losing spots. Of course, the cars that he is racing, Mickey Isaac, he's a lap down. Steven Gibson as well, but racing at 48 for position. Let's go back up front as Cofield has moved himself back into second place, able to make that bottom side work. Man, Cofield has really come alive these last couple weeks. Like I said earlier, he just dominated the race last season, or last week at Milwaukee, or Milwaukee. And was looking to be poised to do that again as he got around Adam Lang, but when that caution came out, had a speeding penalty. So he's been fighting back and has made his way back up to second place, but he has got a ways to go. About 1.9 seconds away from the leader, Jesse Nekula. As we watch the lap times as they start to click off with 20 laps to go, you see Cofield making a little bit of a dent in that gap. But that time by just almost dead even. Gonna have to make up a lot more as he is 1.8 seconds back or so. That would be over a tenth a lap to be able to catch him by the end of the race. If you're Jesse Nekula, you've got to not really think about that, knowing that you just really need to get clean laps in, and you know that he might catch you, but he's got to pass you. And if you save enough tire, you can work that top side, make him really work that inside, burn his tires up a little bit. Jesse blinks out himself. That time by, Cofield about a tenth faster as Jesse's going to catch some lap traffic. Jonathan Cofield doesn't have any lap traffic to deal with. Josh Smith going to move over. These guys are teammates. So Josh Smith moves over for Jesse, lets him by. Still lost about a tenth and a half there. As you see Jonathan Cofield really working the top side. I mean, he is wall riding basically. Getting as big a run off the corner as he can. Let's see if Josh Smith moves over for Cofield. Definitely not. Going to play a little defense for his teammate. Not going to be enough, though, as Jonathan Cofield goes down to the inside. But 14 laps to go as Cofield not really gaining that much time as they deal with this lap traffic. Gaining ever so slightly. He might be there once they get to the white flag or so. May not be enough time to make that pass. All right, this lap traffic is really cutting into his lead as they're both going to have to deal with it. It's just who gets the lucky breaks, who gets the window to get through. A lot of these guys battling for position. They want to get out of the way for the leader. Not always possible to do it safely. So Cofield just kind of getting bottled up there. Didn't lose that much time, surprisingly. So guys doing a good job of trying to facilitate these passes. Cofield's still there under a second now, as he was able to gain some time during that lap traffic. So Jesse may be losing a little bit of that car, just being a little bit extra patient as he gets through the traffic. But Cofield is now clear as well, so got a little bit of breathing room to maybe try to have a little battle for the lead. As we see if Cofield can make up any ground. See him down on the bottom, trying to make the bottom line work. trying to find a little bit of extra speed. Then he jumps right up to the top as soon as I say something. Loses a little bit of time that time by to Jesse. So Jesse able to maintain that lead with 6 laps to go. Unless something changes, Jesse's got quite a bit of space here before this next little group of lap traffic. But unless something changes, Jesse has gotten this thing in the bag as he has lapped all the way up to 7th place. Necula already won in the Cup Series at Bristol, so definitely a track that he knows well, and it shows tonight as him and Aaron Adcock drove up through the field. Aaron having his trouble. Really gave the reins over to the 84. You see the 84 starting to pull away a little bit, so he's going to work to the inside of Phil Hitman Monzo. Looks like Cofield has given it everything he had, but it's just not going to be enough, barring anything crazy here. White flag is out for Jesse Necula. Oval Addicts, simstandings.com, number 84 machine. Takes the white flag, goes down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. And Jesse Necula is going to win the first playoff race at Bristol Motor Speedway and going to punch his ticket into the round of 12. So congratulations to Jesse Necula. What a great win. Up 8 spots from where he started. Not quite the Ray Cobb Hard Charger Award, which does go to Stephen McDonald. He is going to be the Ray Cobb Hard Charger Award winner. P&J Hard Luck Award, man, I'm going to tell you, is going to be Aaron Adcock. There's a lot of hard luck, but, getting in accidents, spinning yourself out, that's bad luck, but that's from your own doing. But, man, internet issues, that is tough. And so he's going to be the P&J Hard Luck Award winner. The Rebels Rumble is underway. So pretty damn good race, I have to say. It was a lot of fun to watch that. I think it turned out to be a pretty dang good little show there. It looks like the 4 of Eric Burkhalter are able to make his way up into the top 5. So a great little run from him as we saw him involved in an incident. So congratulations to him. But let's go ahead and get these interviews going for the Shappy Edits post-race interviews. And let's go ahead and talk to Charles Stevens Jr. Hey, Charles, Eddie in the booth. You got me?
I got you, man.
Man, well, congratulations, dude. Man, a strong run. You were in 3rd, 4th all race long. Man, tell me about your night. How'd your race go tonight?
It went pretty good. The first run, I went a little too hard and burned my tires up. So after that pit stop, I tried to conserve a little bit and just racing Garrett there at the end, going back and forth, man. I was racing him pretty hard there, and I think I burned my tires up a little bit, and then from there I just basically held on and took the podium, and I didn't have nothing else for Jesse or Jonathan.
Well, man, just a fun race. It was a little crazy early on, but able to make it through all that, kind of stayed ahead of it, which is so important when it comes to that type of stuff. Well, I mean, that's a really good race for you to get into the playoffs, to move on next round. You only got 2 races per round. So how you feeling going into the next race? You go into Iowa. How you feeling about Iowa?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm pretty decent on short tracks in these Arca cars. Like from finishing last week on the podium at Milwaukee. So I think my odds are pretty good there, as long as I keep it clean, and I think I'll be good to move on to the next round.
Well, Charles Stevens with a good amount of momentum heading into the playoffs, showing a lot of strength. Charles, who you got to thank? Who gets you rolling? And who you want to thank?
I'm a little better prepared this week, so I want to start with the main sponsor, Lotridge brake pedals, flexible flight solutions, smear racing designs, and then they say everyone else, intensity broadcast, peg leg, and by far, me and you doing the broadcasting and everything you do for this league, and me myself, and then can't forget my wife and son.
There you go. Well, congratulations, Charles. Gonna be excited to see what you do through the rest of the playoffs. I think you're gonna be a big player, and I think we'll be talking about you in the Final Four. So congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Awesome, thanks, Eddie.
Well, alrighty. Well, let's move on to the second place finisher, Jonathan Cofield, as we bring him up in here. Jonathan, this Eddie in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, sir, I got you.
Well, I could tell there's a little bit of disappointment in your voice. Had a strong start, starting second, able to get up there and take that lead. And tell me what happened on pit road, man.
I went down the wrong pit road.
Well, we was wondering if it was speeding or going down the wrong pit road, and that answers that question. But man, able to recover though to a strong second place finish. It didn't take you out of the race. I think you dropped back to maybe ninth or so. But if it's any consolation, your dominating performance last week at Milwaukee, and then you're able to overcome adversity tonight and come back and finish in second place. I think everybody's on alert for what they expect out of you going through the rest of the playoffs. But talk about your race. Tell us how you're feeling as you go into the next round at Iowa.
Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I'm able to save tires pretty good here. I could really tell when everybody was starting to slow down, and then right there at the end, they had done wore their tires off, and that's when the bottom kind of starts working. You can kind of roll the bottom if you've saved more tire than everybody else, and you can get by them. I was kind of worried there for a little bit because everybody was running right up against the wall, and I'm like, how am I going to pass these guys? It's kind of like when I was behind Adam those first part of the race. I was just sitting there, like, how am I going to get around him?
Well, tell me as you get up to that lap traffic, and you already know that you're running down Jesse Necula, and the lap traffic. You want them to get out of the way, but they're battling for position. And how do you manage personally the trying to be aggressive to get through it, but also be patient to not get yourself caught up in some mess that a second place is fine. You want to win, but a second place is pretty dang good too. How do you manage that risk versus reward?
Yeah, I kind of repeated the word playoffs in my head 100 times, just trying to mind my time and not get into anybody. I know I run behind the 47 there for a good many laps and accidentally bumped him a little bit. I apologize for that, but yeah, just trying to be as patient as I could.
Well, patience paid off as you were able to bounce back, get that second place. Know you wanted to win, but man, I tell you what, second place is sometimes pretty damn good. So, congratulations. How you feeling about Iowa? How do you enjoy that track as you get ready to try to make it into the round of 8?
Yeah, that's a good track for me. I need to put some more laps down at it, but really looking forward to the cookie cutters, I guess. I run pretty good at those too. So, but congratulations to Jesse. He ran a good race. Everybody, all the playoff drivers, let's go get it.
All right, man. Well, who's the sponsors? Who you got? Friends, family, shout outs, anything like that?
You guys, Rebel Racing Network, you do a fantastic job with the broadcast, buddy. Main sponsor, Lotridge Brake Pedals, Freight Solutions, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing. I had mud jugs on the hood tonight. Those spit tuned. So,
Well, all right, man. Well, hey, great race, man. Good recovery, and man, I'm looking forward to see what you do in these playoffs.
thank you, sir.
Well, I cannot wait to talk to old Jesse Necula, one of my favorite racers. Uh, Definitely one of my favorite drivers in the series. Jesse Necula, Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Eddie, what's up? How's it going, man?
Well, man, it's good. Let me turn you up real quick. I don't know why. All right.
Every time with me, huh?
Every time I do it, I should know better. Well, fantastic race, man. Up 8 spots from where you started. I mean, you won your first race in the Cup Series at Bristol. Then you win here tonight at Bristol. I think you got this place figured out. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to long runs on this track, I feel like I'm pretty good. But once I saw, honestly, before tonight, I saw Bristol was on the first race of the playoffs, and then Iowa was next week. Excuse me. And when I saw those, I knew I had a feeling like it was gonna come down to Kinder up front going for those wins. So I don't know. I'm glad to be here in Victory Lane than Kinder though.
Well, I mean, you punch your ticket to the round of 12. I'm not sure in the Arca series if a win, pushes you on,
No,
but
it doesn't.
it doesn't.
No, not in Arca.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, look, still though, a win is especially in the round of 16, it almost surefire gets you close. So, uh, pretty good way to start the playoffs to win the first race. How you feel about Iowa? How you feel about that track and going forward?
Iowa, I really like that track, but I'm not very good there. Like my goal for next week will be a top 10. But then again, tonight, going into night, I was wanting a top 10. I started, I don't know, sixth or eighth or whatever place I started. And I was just taking it easy. Coming out of the pits, I was in the lead, and I don't know, I just ran away with it. Clean air helps out a lot too. But then at the end, you had Jonathan Cofield. He was freaking hauling ass tonight too. And if he didn't screw himself at the beginning of the race, you might be talking to him right now in victory lane.
Yeah, you and Aaron, man, watching y'all come up through the field was pretty fun to watch. Unfortunate for Aaron, he looks like he got
Yeah,
disconnected.
sucks. Yep.
But looked like it was going to be a nice little battle there at the end. But man, congratulations. A good performance out of you. I mean, really strong run. I said the same thing to Jonathan Cofield. It kind of puts everybody, lets everybody know what to expect going forward. And I think you really made a statement tonight that that you're here ready to win this championship. So congratulations on the win. Who you got to thank? Any shout out sponsors, anything like that?
Thanks, man. Yeah. Want to thank simstandings.com. Um, my team, Oval Addicts Racing. Well, actually, Joaquin's team, Oval Addicts Racing. Um, of course, you up in the broadcast, dude. You, like I say every time I talk to you, it's the same thing, but it's true, dude. You just freaking kill it. Like I watch other broadcasts that I'm even racing in, and if you're not in it, I'm like, it's just different. It's not the same when you're not freaking broadcasting. So you kill it every time. And then Brandon he's the commissioner for Arca, and the rest of the admins as well.
All right, man. Well, yeah, definitely a shout out to Joaquin Meza, simstandings.com. We use it here at Rebel Racing Network. Very, very cool little software that he puts together. I want to shout him out, man. It's really, really cool what he does. He is some sort of wizard. But
He
man,
really is.
yeah. So congratulations to Oval Addicts in Victory Lane with Jesse Necula. Man, looking forward to next week at Iowa. See what you can do and see how deep you can go into the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Eddie.
See you, man. Thank you for the kind words.
Yep.
Well, there you have it, man. That's the way you want to start the playoffs off with a great race. A little bit messy earlier as guys were kind of getting used to it, but man, it had some nice green flag runs there and a nice long one to the end. And you see Jesse Necula bringing home the win. But let's go ahead and show off the results. Some guys having some tough nights. We'll try to talk about those a little bit. And some playoff drivers going to kind of have a hole to dig themselves out of. Jesse Necula, Jonathan Cofield, Charles Stevens, your top three. Garrett Kinder with a good run in fourth. Eric Burkhalter with a really, really good run in fifth. Brandon Pollock able to recover, man. Had some issues, got to the wall. Kind of was all over the place for a little bit and was able to recover back to sixth. Tyler Rice with a fantastic run in seventh. Josh Oswald in eighth. First car a lap down. Jason Lotridge, 9th. Josh Lokovitz, 10th. Brandon Wallace, 11th. Josh Smith, 12th. Mickey Isaac, 13th. Stephen Gibson, 14th. 15th, Stephen McDonald. Able to recover. I mean, he was running there in 15th and 16th and had that little incident where he spun, but able to recover back and get in 15th. He's a part of the Jonathan Cofield racing team. So good run by him. So, Jenny, if you're watching, good 15th place finish. You know, if you're trying to move on to the top 12, those are good finishes. So, William Griffith 16th, Charlie Gates Jr. 17th, Phil Hitman Monzo 18th, Aaron Adcock, man, just a disappointing 22 laps down. Very, very disappointing to see that because he was really on the move. Had moved up like 19 spots, 20 spots, and was knocking on the door to the lead and gets disconnected. But that's the nature. You know, you have mechanical issues in real life and you have disconnects on the internet. Part of it, but man, you just hate to see it. Especially for somebody like Aaron Adcock. Adam Lang, also a tough race, man. Qualified on pole, led a lot of laps, and you know, kind of the wheels fell off there a little bit at the end. Comes home in 20th, so I think he'll still be there at the end. He could probably have a good run in Iowa. I think he's probably pretty good there. So I expect to see him kind of bounce back next week. Dave Jones in 21st. Chuck Phelps involved in an early accident. Man, you know, I was expecting to see him up in the top 5. I know he's very, very disappointed. But I think Chuck has improved quite a bit. I think we'll see him try to recover next week, and I think he's one that can do it. Daniel Cunningham also having a tough night. Jake Cunningham, 23rd, 24th. Greg Barnett, 25th. And Gene Watkinson in 26th. So thank y'all for watching, man. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. It's time for bed. But a great playoff race. A lot of fun. Want to thank Brandon Wallace. Want to thank Jason Lotridge and Lotridge Brake Pedals for putting on this series. It sure is a lot of fun. I'm glad to broadcast it. And want to thank everybody in Rebels. And we will see y'all where we at. We'll be on Intensity for the Cup Series playoffs tomorrow night. So come on by to Intensity to see us there. That'll be calling on their channel. And then let's see, Intensity will be back on Sunday night for the start of the Outlaw and Rebels Truck Series playoffs. So come on. Check them out at Intensity. Rebel Racing Network won't be back until Wednesday night with the Thunderstruck Super Series on Wednesday nights. Come out and check that out. That's a lot of fun. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night, and we will see y'all next time.